Probably here is no single person on this earth that didn't experience hurt from another person. Me, you, each of us. We had those rough experiences that other people delivered to us. And we participated equally because always it takes two to tango. But still, that feeling of hurt, clinging on the past, memories on the past hurt, it doesn't lead us anywhere. It, it doesn't give us good experience, only the bad one, bad feelings, right? So in this video, I want to share with you about the power of forgiveness and what forgiveness really is and what it means, because I see still some misunderstanding among people when they talk about forgiveness. So I will share with you from my own experience what forgiveness is for me and how my life changed when I started forgiving to those people who hurt me, and when I started releasing that energy from my body, from my energetic field. If you're interested about the power of forgiveness and what actually it really is, and scientifically and spiritually talking, keep watching. Welcome back. First of all, let's talk what happens with our own energy when we don't forgive, when we hold on to the past, to past hurts, and we relive those feelings of hurt all over and over and over again. When we have the grief, and maybe it depends on the person, on the situation, maybe hate, maybe anger towards another person for everything what they did. So when we hold on to those feelings and we store those feelings within, and we are not releasing, letting it go, then I love that saying from Eastern religions that when you are hateful or anger towards another person, it's the same as you expect another person to die when you are drinking the poison. So that's scientifically explained also. When we don't forgive, when we live with those negative feelings and we send those thoughts and feelings towards another person, and yes, we do send when we don't let it go, that person feels, because that's how we also communicate telepathically, by thinking about another person, by feeling about another person. And that feeling towards who it's directed, they feel that. And if they don't understand what is happening, that it's your feelings directed to them, then they own those feelings as their own. And their energetic space, energetic field fulfills with those negative feelings. So they will go and do dirty things, let's say, to other people. First reason. Second reason, when we don't forgive, we damage our own energetic field. Because science already proved that our feelings is energy. And no, not the thoughts is energy as I used to think and believe, but it's feelings. Because a person can think one thing but not believe that. So if they don't believe, they don't feel, right? So everything what manifests the feeling. So when we are poisoning ourselves with those toxic feelings, we are manifesting toxic situations and people in our life all over and over and over again. They are coming back, they are attracted to us because energy attracts energy, like attracts like. So by forgiving, you're doing favor for yourself, first of all, not for another person. You express love towards yourself by forgiving to another person because you break those chains from yourself that are anchoring you down and not allowing you to fly, to first love yourself. So when you don't love yourself, you can't manifest good things in your life because you're not in the energy of love. And everything what is out of the energy of love is attracting everything what is out of energy of love. So when people say forgive him or forgive her, here is still misunderstanding that some people still believe and think that forgiveness means forgetting. It's not the same. That if I forgive, I can allow that person to come back into my life. Not necessarily. Depends on every situation, on every scenario. But if it's something like abusive families, why they come back each other again when one is physically violent and another who was taught and raised on this concept that you must forgive to people, it means to forget as well, to let those people back again into your life. So they are repeating the same cycle. Forgiveness means doing yourself a favor by releasing those negative feelings from your body. And for me, the best way, the easiest and fastest way to forgive to people that hurt me is believing and accepting the fact that in past life I was that person who betrayed them. So I'm reaping my karma in this lifetime. Also, another way what helps me to forgive easily is all that knowledge about psychology. When I started learning about myself, I saw my own shadow that I had and I still have. I worked on part of it, but I still have part of my shadow. By the way, I want to clarify the message about the shadow so I don't misguide you guys. We humans, we are designed to have and the light and the shadow. So here's no chance to eliminate the shadow out of our life completely and be only the light. But what we can do and should do if we want to live in balance, in harmony, we should integrate the shadow. By that I mean we should make our shadow side of us work for the light. For example, we need to express anger or execute some force in our actions if it means it is the only way possible to stand up for ourselves or for something we believe and we keep dear to our heart. For me, the best illustrates the part from the Bible where Jesus destroyed the temple because people made it a market out of it. So he used the force of his anger and frustration to stand up for his beliefs, for what was right. Working on your shadow simply means learning how to make those parts of yours work for your highest good. So, when I understand that each of us, every single person on this earth, we have our own shadow that is created on our past experiences, on our childhood upbringing, on conditioning. When I understand that I also have my issues, for me it's easy to accept the shadow of another person because I'm not in their shoes. I didn't grow up in I didn't grow up in that environment in those conditions as that person. So I don't know how they feel, why they act as they act. But one thing I know that we each have our own shadow. And if I judge another person for acting from their shadow, it means I'm judging myself because I also do have a shadow. Just the difference is that some people are aware about their shadow. Other people are lacking that awareness. And also, it's not to blame them that they lack that awareness. Maybe in their environment, they don't have people who help them to enlighten, to see more, to wish more. And in general, it's their life purpose, part of their life, experiences that they need to have at this specific moment in time. Maybe they are such type of people who will keep living such type of life when they hurt others and they never change and they are oblivious to their own shadow and ignore it and don't want to change because it's too painful to turn back to your own shadow. So it's better to run from the pain. I understand all of that. And when I do understand, those negative feelings are replaced with compassion and love towards those people. But it doesn't mean that even though I feel compassion, I must tolerate the same attitude towards me. So always forgive, because by forgiving, you are doing favor to yourself. And because we are all connected with each other simply by energies, energy moves objects, energy affects, and because feelings is energy, we affect each other emotionally, even while being in the huge distance from each other. So when we heal, when we forgive, we help other people to do the same. We help other people to feel better because we are not sending that low vibrational energy towards them. And that's how life becomes a better place to live and more fulfilled with love and compassion towards each other. So, with this note, I'm saying you bye. Also, the sun went down. See you next time with next topics and have a wonderful day. Ciao.